Gentlemen, you're gonna get this angle now, not a tripod, because I cannot be fucked to set it up, because I'd rather not set it up and record than set it up and not record. I have my beautiful Nestle Milo here, most ethical company in the world, and I'm gonna be telling you all why comments are not a good thing to be looking at, especially in the cooking community, because that's where I take part in, but also it can apply to fitness, it can apply to many things. Fuck yeah, 90% of the powder is still at the top, like every good drink. So essentially, in the cooking community, much like many others, there are these funny people that we like to call trolls. And everyone likes a good meme, right? Memes are all in good fun, all fun and well. I can take it. I can take and I'm sure all the other creators who are being made fun of, like, if you get genuinely offended at a YouTube comment, you're fucking, like, that's beyond redemption at that point. You're like, fucking, ooh, you're not gonna survive in the world. But, so that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people who, like, get really offended at YouTube comments, and I'm not gonna be one of those people who are like, you should ban free speech, we should whatever, because who cares? And the reason I'm making this video, actually, is because I did get a couple of comments. One of them was like, my 9-year-old could make a better steak than this on a short I made on steak. And the other one was like, this pasta method is really, really low IQ because, or this steak method is really low IQ because, and then like a bunch of things. I just Freudian slip with the pasta because I was thinking about pasta. So, why do I make this? It's because for you, the viewer, these hate comments are actually not good. Let me tell you. Imagine you're starting out off aspiring chef, and you're aspiring cook, let's say, because fucking, I know chef is a title and cook is just a person, whatever. Basically, if you're someone who's aspiring to start cooking, and you're like, fuck, let me see, this surely is a straightforward field, surely nothing can go wrong, let's see. Cool. You go on a video, you see a method that to you looks like everything is fine and well. You then go to the comments, and then you see that other people are disagreeing with it. And then you go on the other video that agrees with the comments, and you go look at the comments of that video, and then there are other points disagreeing with that. This cycle continues on forever. This exists everywhere, by the way. This exists in every field, but what was really good before YouTube is that you would go to one school for something, you would go to one culinary school, you would go to one gym trainer, personal trainer, you would go to one like martial arts class, and in there, you respected the teacher, you listened to the teacher, and then you followed them, and obviously no one's perfect, so the teacher wasn't, excuse me, let me just fucking take another sip of this beautiful powder. That's where the Australians get their good wit, so I'm having some for myself. So you would not question the teacher, you would not question the authority. And I know nowadays in the fucking all the Carl Jung enthusiasts, which I am one, but the people who are like the people who have an even smaller neck than me, which is saying a lot. Well, I can kind of cheat and I can do the video like this, but I'd rather not. Anyways, the people who are like really, really big philosophy, like Carl Jung enthusiasts and whatever, they're like, oh, well, actually, you should question authority, you should question everything. Objectively, is this true? Probably. But in the short term, right now, to get you out of the place where you're just like going around watching all these videos about how to start the cooking process, how to start the fitness process, whichever field you may be in, it's bad. Questioning authority is so shit. Every single one of my friends who I've gotten to, or who I've tried to get to do something to better themselves, whether it's like, bro, you always talk about how you want girls, go fucking talk to the girls. Or it's like, you always talk about how you want to get lean, go like do the diet properly. Like, you always talk about how you want to do this thing, go do it. You always complain about this, so go do it. Whenever I try to give any of my friends advice on that, their response, because we're on like a friendly level, right? We're not on like a student master, and I don't expect them to be like a fucking student teacher relationship with my friends, because that's like some friendship that would be. But in this field, in something that they're confiding in me that they're not having the greatest time, and that I'm giving them my advice, which I know for a fact will work because it worked for me, just like I did it a little bit earlier than them, so I have a little bit more experience. Still, they don't see the experience difference. They see the friend, the one-to-one, like, friend equal playing field relationship. And therefore, they're very quick to question. They're very quick to be like, for example, oh, I get no bitches, I'm so sad. Okay, go approach more girls. No, I can't do that because it's creepy, because that's whatever. Okay, so then just don't be creepy about it, so then just be normal. No, I can't do that actually because she's busy and she's with her friends and whatever. And so they end up, like, stalking this fucking one girl for, like, months and months, which is more creepy than just, like, talking to her. If you've seen the movie Obsession, then, like, that pretty much made that clear. Just fucking be honest. But they think they have any right to argue, and so it's really, really interesting. Same thing with fitness. It's like, I remember this one specific guy. He's nice, he's cool, no disrespect to him, but, like, this is a real, like, logical fucking fallacy that I detected here. Basically, in our college dorm, there was one of my friends bought, like, a hairdressing kit. I bought, like, a mat, and then so together we bought the materials for a fucking barber shop, like, basically in our dormitory, which is really funny. So people would just come over there, pay my friend $5, which, look, I mean, because he was doing all the hairdressing, but maybe I should have been taking a commission or something because I bought the mat. Anyways, so this gentleman would cut the hair, and then various people obviously would have conversations, and one of the things that we're all into is the gym. One day in came this guy, and he started talking about, and so we were discussing methods, because I'm maybe it could have been super squats, I think. Yeah, my friends and I were doing super squats at the time, or one of my friends and I, and it's basically you do 20 rep squats, fucking painful, whatever, it's a hard workout program. And this kid came in there, and he was, like, critiquing the program, which is well and good, but, like, there we were, each of my friend, like, there were, I think, 3 of us, like, the guy who was cutting his hair, my friend who was doing super squats with me, and then myself. Each of us were very close to 200 pounds, fairly lean, like, none of us were fat. Each of us were intermediate lifters at the minimum. One of my friends, the friend who was cutting his hair, had, like, a fucking ridiculous deadlift. It's insane to this day. But us 2 other guys, it's like, okay, cool, we just, like, we're on our way to go squat, like, your 1 rep max for 20 reps, like, okay, you can tell us that the method is wrong, but, I mean, the results kind of speak for themselves. And the guy who was getting his haircut was, like, I don't know how long he was training for, and it's amazing that he's training, but he was in no position, like, if I was his size, when I was his size, because I've been, like, I don't know, like 140 pounds before, I don't know however much he was, I would not fucking be that kid who's there like, actually, no, here's what the newest study says. I'm gonna explain to all of you who are twice my size and strength why you're all wrong, and why your methods don't work and why my methods work. Well, clearly something's off here. So, it's that kind of relationship that I'm talking about, where your friend is, or this, like, even just an acquaintance, like, basically people would just question the authority just because there's this big narrative of everyone's equal, and, like, okay, I can accept that, and, like, okay, let's just say, sure, everyone's equal, fuck it, why not? In specific things, people definitely have way more experience than each other. Why is, if everyone's equal and everyone has the equal level of knowledge, why is one person a doctor and the other person is, like, a fucking surgeon, like a different type of doctor, and the other one is, like, a lawyer, and the other one is, like, a fucking real estate salesperson? So, sure, they can all have the similar salaries, just pretend for the sake of the example that they do, but why is it then that there are these specialized jobs? Because, like, okay, if everyone was equal, and if everyone's knowledge was equal, then what the fuck would be the point of having separate jobs? Everyone can just do every job for themselves. Clearly not. Clearly some people have more experience than some others. And so, tying back to the cooking example, imagine you're an aspiring chef. You look at this video, Adam Ragusea, let's just say it's an Adam Ragusea video, because I got hate for the cutting board method, which was originally his. Let's say you go on the Adam Ragusea steak cutting board video, and this fucker comments, this random person comments, this is actually really bad, this doesn't work, here's why it doesn't work. Now, you, the student who hasn't even fucking tried it, are gonna get discouraged. The creator himself, Adam Ragusea, is not gonna care because he's done the method. He's known that, okay, it works. Similarly, when I did the method and this fucking retard commented like, oh, actually, that's a bad method. Cool, like, good job. You're just missing out on flavor because, like, I know it was a tasty steak. I knew it was very, very delicious. And if the guy in the comment section doesn't try that out, it's his problem. But so I don't really care about that. But what I do care about is when the people who are learning, who are there to learn, are basically denied that opportunity. Because when you see a hate comment on something, and especially if it has a good amount of likes and a good amount of like people responding to it, then that's you're very, very likely to agree with it just because of fucking, I don't know, herd mentality, like the effect of, I don't know what effect it's called, I'm sure there's a scientific name for it, but just this herd mentality where you're like, oh, okay. Oh, wait, speaking of my PC right there, I just remembered. Here's not, did I leak any information? Probably not. So, another example is when I was building my PC over here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I hope that didn't fucking leak any information. If it did, oh well. So, beautiful, great build. I built it 6 years ago, almost. RTX 3060, fucking B550 motherboard, 16 gigabytes of RAM, which nowadays would be really expensive. It's like 3600 megahertz, which at the time was the best. Ryzen 7 3700X. It used to have a liquid cooler or a water cooler, but now I changed it because it was making weird noises. But then now it's just stock cooler in there. But basically, that PC, it's amazing. And it also has an SSD and a 1 terabyte HDD, so super cool. This PC, and the case is beautiful as well. This PC was a great build. It was amazing. So many fucks in the comments of any PC build video would be like, "Oh, this sucks. Why do you need the Ryzen 7? Because actually the R5 3600 like match the performance, and so you actually don't need to buy what are you using the extra cores for?" Or it's like, "Oh, the 3060 is such a shit fucking GPU, just get the 3070." Or like, "Oh, why don't you have more RAM? That's not enough RAM. You can only open 2 Google tabs with that." There can be so many critiques made, and I haven't thought about PC parts in fucking 6 years, Loki, and I just made up all these critiques. So think about someone who's in the niche, in the community. They can make so many like critiques and comments about just anything. They can critique anything. And the person who built the PC is going to be like, okay, sure. They may, if they're not too confident, they may be like self-doubting. But the person who built the PC, if they know that it works well, they're going to be like, okay, thank you for your input. It still works well. Why? Like, why not? Why don't I just keep going this way? The issue is with the person who's about to build the PC but hasn't yet, they're going to get really discouraged when they see that. So the entire point of this is that you, as the person who's learning, is going to look at the comments and you're going to be super, super discouraged. Same thing in peripherals, like you see the mouse pad behind me on whatever the fuck. The amount of like actual virgins who just obsess over which mouse is the best, which mouse pad is the best, which keyboard. I used to be this. I used to be this one. And I used to be paralysis by analysis of like, oh, this keyboard has like a 0.2 millisecond faster response time than the other. Oh, is it worth the $100 extra? That's not what actually makes a difference. And so you see how the comments of all these things, it's like, oh, this mouse actually has like slightly better feet. They're made of PTFE instead of fucking Teflon, whatever. Or those two may actually be the same materials, but you can see just the amount of arguing that goes on about useless shit is unbelievable. It's completely unreal. And the only thing that will happen as a result of you like seeing these comments is you're just going to be discouraged. Like nothing's going to happen. You're literally just going to be discouraged from starting in the first place. Fun, cool, yet like I applaud you. You now just got scammed out of starting something that would have been very, very good. And for PC parts, sure, whatever. It's like gamers are like cringe. No one really cares about them anymore. Video games died out in like 2022. But for cooking, which is like sorry, I just lost my train of thought for a second. For cooking, which is like an eternal pastime and like thing that you need, not even a pastime, pastime for some, profession for others. Can I zoom in on this? It's so interesting how you can't zoom in on the like face part of the camera on iPhone. It's especially harmful if someone gets like put off from even starting by these comments, because it's such a like a wholesome, enriching thing. Sure, you can go and you can fucking do one way, and then if it doesn't work, then you can critique it, and then you can like go start another way. But when you're starting, just start one way. Just imagine you have two paths in front of you. You're starting to set out from the city, and on this one path, there's this one fucking dumbass. There's like, oh, actually, this way is super treacherous. Don't go this way. And then you go on the other, and it's like, oh yeah, this way is also super treacherous. Don't go this way. So then, are you just gonna stay in the city and not go on the adventure? Fuck no. Like, you're gonna, I don't know, give the guy a coin or whatever he's like there for, and then you're gonna set off on one of the paths. And then come what may, you're gonna take it, and you're gonna take responsibility for it, but you're actually gonna go on one of the paths because you need to start. You just low-key need to start. It's not like that. So what? You're just gonna, because every recipe you look online, you look up online, is gonna have some sort of hate comment, some sort of critique. Gordon Ramsay, Marco Pierre White, they all have critiques of their food by like nameless YouTube channels with 1 subscriber. So yeah, this is why there's no benefit to reading comments. I'm gonna drag this video out to 1648 because Sabaton is cool, and I just thought it would be funny. Don't read comments.